Business mind comes from the spasm.
Yes, most definitely, my Lord. Life, you can never ever be in command when you fail to follow commandments.
So let's talk about Imis Express as one of your babies.
I have never convinced a judge to say, please choose that person and not choose that one.
There's been rumor going around with you sleep with the contenders. Like,
how do you ask it very bluntly?
This is the Vocal Podcast and I am B.Dee Rumours. I am going to be hosting someone that I think holds high stature. Because why? Because to begin with, I love reading now, and that was not the case before. This is someone who is not only an entrepreneur, but someone who's also given an opportunity to other people, other youngsters, people that we see actually thriving in the business world. This is Sifiso Nkosi.
Bravo.
Welcome.
Thank you, my Lord.
How are you?
Master. I'm great. I'm doing fine. Let me just greet, the viewers at home.
Yes.
This podcast is not possible without you guys. And I greet you, my Lord. Thank you so much for the opportunity and thank you for having me.
Thanks, my Lord. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
100%.
Yeah, once again, so we are having a conversation here with my king. So I'm trying by all means not to be too formal, but it's have you ever been in a room whereby you are seated with someone you look up to and you are trying so hard not to be formal? Yeah, my king, with the many things that you have done, I'm aware, and a lot of people are aware, Uti, you have written a book.
Correct.
And it pretty much sums up what the guy is about. This is the book that Sifiso has written for us. So this book sums up almost everything about your life, your beliefs, your achievements, your tribulations.
Correct.
Yeah, so with that being said, by King, I would love for you to actually walk the people of the Vocal Podcast. Can you just please walk them through Sifiso Ubani, Sifiso Ubani?
No, thank you so much, my Lord. When you gave me a call to say, can you please be my next guest?
Yes.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
To say wow. And before this recording, on the preset and stuff.
Yes.
When we were still preparing the production, we had a conversation that there's a great opportunity of podcasts.
Yes.
When you look at my podcast on social media, you see this industry is growing.
Yeah. True.
Without maybe any further ado, my Lord, Sifiso Nkosi, an ordinary guy born and bred in the dusty streets of Mhluzi. Attended my high school primary and high school in Mhluzi. Did my tertiary education in Ngala FET.
Sure.
Also Kingsbury International College.
Okay.
I was raised by a single parent who said, you know what, I want to raise a business person. Okay. And then I took that to mind from an early age where, I think in some chapters of the book, I also wrote about it too. We had a family spaza and a family tavern where I got the training where you come back from school and then you sell.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is basically me. Very humble guy. I believe so much in Christ Jesus. Because most when you are raised by an old-fashioned woman, especially on Sundays when they went to church. So at some point, Christianity was instilled to us by force. But at the end of the day, when you grow up, you realize, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me. Because but this young man that has order, has a clear vision and clear goals of where they're going. Yes. And it's all because of the foundation laid by our parents.
It is very evident, my king, because it's something that not only you tell us, but it's something that we see.
Correct.
Yeah. So, is it safe to say, Uti, the business mind comes from the spasm?
Yes, most definitely, my Lord.
Okay.
Because you are growing up, and then you are exposed to these products
Yeah,
but
that you have to say.
That you have to sell, and at the end of the day, kunemali check-in, because check-in, and nini when you stock take, you check with stock balance, and then you learn with okay, no corner.
Yeah.
So most definitely my lord, the training I got it there. But I think another thing maybe that I can also put out there to the people is that I think having this passion of running a business, to me, it's not just only about maybe training at your early ages and whatsoever, or go to school for it. I think it's a calling.
It's a calling.
Yeah, because we don't have many business people that are running businesses around the globe.
True.
So if you can check, people that are called, very many are called, but few are chosen. Yeah. So nevertheless, to me, I would describe your business and say, it's a calling, my lord.
Yeah. No, but King, I hear you. So I remember an instance whereby I asked someone to give me their perspective about black businesses, especially small black owned businesses. So they told me what they thought and where we are progressing. I mean, it was my previous interview. So now that I'm with you, actually, I believe that I'm with someone who can tell me about inside info. I believe that I'm actually talking to someone who's within the space. So I'd like to hear from you, my king, the challenges of running a small business, especially the small owned black owned business, OT. What are the challenges? What are the tribulations, and how are you seeming to deal with them so far?
Okay, my lord, I think we need to start here. We need to face reality head on.
Okay.
Running a business is great. Let me start there. It's great because you are able to determine your own paycheck.
Okay.
Through your innovative juices and your hard work. Using your brain, of course. You are able to determine your own net worth. I think the most and the basic business, challenge of running a business as a black youth in South Africa, I think more than anything is the expectation, number one. Number two, we can say it demand versus supply. Expectation, let me just break it down. I'm running a black business, and most of my customers are black customers, of which most people are my fellow brothers and sisters in my community.
True.
How they would approach me as a black business person, especially who's youth, a person that they come across in a pub or wherever, entertainment spaces, church, whatsoever, is different from us approaching a business person who has an establishment in town. Who is white.
True.
Because with me, number one, you remember there was this thing of which was circulating on social media, which is, as black people, we have that thing of asking for discounts. Whether you, because at the end of the day, when I do it, you know what, I pay your bills, I feed you. It's territorial as black people. Which I'm on cheese, I'm printed. Which is I need something for tomorrow morning, and that time is my time to rest. But because now I'm striving so much to say, listen, this month I'm lacking, I'm not covering my overheads on time. So those are the challenges, my lord. We have too much expectations and for less. I don't remember what I said, but another thing that comes to my mind is the issue that you are expected to deliver something. This thing of delivering something a time frame limited. I mean, I'm running a printing company, my lord, as you know. Maybe you will still go to ask that question. But I'm running a printing company. And when you compare our printing space and our printing principles or our business principles, they do not differ much from printing companies in town, especially white owned. The only difference is that when you are running a black owned business as youth, you get so much pressure to such a point that if I tell you that I cannot do this thing within this given space of time, there's always going to be pressure to say, hey, deliver that. Deliver this thing. Those are some of the challenges. And I think that we need to also look at is startup capital, which is the biggest and the most important part of any business, whether in line or in good. Because, my lord, listen, we business as black people, we've been running it for years.
Yes, yeah.
But it's a say unless it's comparing to China, unless it's comparing to we are black people.
Concept.
We are developing, and the more you are running your business, you've got so many challenges and so many battles that you need to fight.
Okay.
Calling up black tax. Number 2, you still have to place systems and places. Number 3, you still have to balance your book. Just to learn a simple thing like your cash flow, your balance sheet. You understand? Balancing the money that comes in and the money that goes out. You are still learning. That is a lifetime process, my God, because we are not taught the financial education from an early age as black people. So another challenge is the lack of mentors. We as black people and as young people, we lack mentors. A person that will take you under the wing and actually guide you along the way and say, listen, try to limit mistakes, because we end up doing a lot of mistakes that cost us time, that cost us relationships, they cost us nice time. You understand? They cost us a lot of things. They cost us our relationships with our relatives. Ever since I started my business. Because I'm still in the learning process, I make mistakes, I've got a lot of expectations, I've got a lot of responsibilities. Now, but there's an issue of black tax. The minute you check now, 30,000, 40,000, I need to think with you. I need to share it with 50 people. You understand? Yeah. So those, my lord, are the issues that I feel which they are challenges in our small businesses.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, I wanted to come back to this point. I mean, once upon a time, for those who don't know, Sifiso at some point of his life, bega sebenza, you know, he was employed like everyone else. He was living in the I mean, he was surviving in the system that we mostly consider safe. So I want to know since you were once an employee at Checkers. Yes, so I want to know what inspires you then when you are actually working at Checkers, like everyone else, getting a pay guaranteed, to actually dreaming, having this ambition and vision about business. What is it that takes you from there to actually being a CEO, and how has that journey been? And the difference from being umuntu osebenzayo to being umuntu osebenzayo?
Oh, beautiful question, my lord. At Checkers, I remember, you know, I was still trying to find my feet in life, because when I'm schooling, I'm still lost. What am I going to do? Okay, only young child. No, there's some money that I've saved up for you. For you to can actually further your studies. But now the challenge is I don't know what to study. And I always tell about my school in grade 12, it's okay not to know what to do after matric. I'm gonna tell you why. We often put pressure, unnecessary pressure on ourselves, my lord, to such a point in which so to this school manje automatically supposed to born life or supposed to decide, whereas you were not prepared from an early age to this reality that is here now. So I think it was my second month of February. I was in my room. I'm actually a little bit frustrated because of the pressure. The bread is no longer sufficient as before. So I'm thinking, what is it that I can do? And then I went to look for a job. I think then it was Edcon, Jet and Edgas. I did a stock take for about a week or two until someone told me, there's a space at a retail shop, which is a Checkers. They need a person who's a merchandiser. And I was like, okay, let me just give it a try. I took my CV there. A few days later, I was called to an interview. Then from there, I was given the uniform, I was given a contract, and I started working. Within my first year, it was very difficult because I'm like at this environment where I'm working like a donkey, I'm not used to this. When I'm from a home that has got that had a shop and a tavern whatsoever. So now I'm here, and my lord, I have to adjust and adapt. So I told myself, you know what, let me just give myself this year. Then I gave myself a year. I worked very hard to such a point that we see my manager saw some potential in me and the wrong promoter. Then I was now the junior controller of my department.
Okay.
I had about 4 guys that were reporting to me.
Yeah.
And then I started now to enjoy, this ordering around. It
It goes back. To disturb you. It goes back to you saying, Uguti, actually, Uba leader is a colleague.
Yeah.
Because he called you from within Checkers.
Exactly. And one point I wish not to forget, in life you can never ever be in command when you fail to follow commandments. That is the basic principle of life. You can't be a leader if you fail at some point to follow.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I followed, and then I became a person that is, now giving instructions. Then I push and But one day, what came to me, I always had a dream of actually running a printing company.
Okay.
Of which where I bought myself a 4-in-1 printer.
Okay.
I bought myself a computer. Oh, my mother bought me a computer. And then I did something like a sign. I put it outside to say copies, you copy, laminate, you scan, fax.
Okay.
Yeah, this was in 2008 or 9, if I'm not mistaken. 2 months, unfortunately somebody broke in. They took all my equipment and I was very much discouraged.
Sorry about that,
Yeah, but thanks my Lord. But as I said, I was working. And then I remember I was actually doing night shift on a Sunday evening.
Yeah.
And it's month end. Gas is a keep.
Gas is a keep.
Now I'm walking. I'm walking towards town.
Yeah.
To go and actually spend my 13 hours in Maputsi. Then I worked, I think around 2 weeks in this is not my life. This is not me. Yeah, this is not, I really need to find something to break out of this prison. Because we work abnormal hours and the money is very little. And I realized that with somebody, the owner of this shop is actually sleeping. We are making his passive income. And then I realized no, I need, I started to research, check internet, leadership opportunities, a better job, whatever comes, as long as I'm out of here. Then luckily I got a leadership to go study in venture creation, which is also a college business. And then to my surprise, the leadership came with a stipend.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm studying what I get paid. And so I'm just gonna quit instead. And I quit my job. And then I never looked back, my Lord. I quit my job. I went to school. I studied for 2 years. After the 2 years in Lula, I got another job, which I worked for around 11 months. Then after the 11 months, I think this was in 2011. 2012, beginning January, I told myself, I'm going to start a business and I'm not looking back. Yeah. And by then, just my last point, by then, I was already running a church newspaper, which is now called Express Newspapers and Printers, which gave me great, platform for experience and exposure and to learn and to get the skill of editing, the skill of reporting, to actually learn how newspapers work, how a newspaper works, though it's also free. Okay. Those type of things, man. But I've enjoyed the journey from then till now. It's been very bumpy and rocky, but it's been amazing. Worth it and amazing. Okay.
So guys, what you don't know, some of you guys, what you don't know is cheese. You guys are calling Sifiso on cheese, and this name is celebrated. It's now a household name on its own. Hey, so checkers.
Most definitely.
Yes. Checkers. So this is what I know and read from the book. While he was working there, and they got free, so he was packing a cheese now, but then
Yes.
Meat as well. So frozen. Frozen. So at some point, he then inherited the Kamalaka cheese.
Yes, my mother called me cheese, and then everybody started calling me cheese.
Sure. So, each we know that now we are talking business, manje. This is what you are in business, and everything that you are entails or runs around the environment of business. So let's talk about Imis Express as one of your babies.
Correct.
Yeah, things that you have actually come up with. The biggest pageant on the Mhluzi soil, by the way.
Thank you.
Guys, and I know that you know this. You can even the followers that they can access to this.
Yeah, so I hope so.
No, they can definitely. So my king, what I want to know about this beautiful baby of yours, Guti, what inspires you to actually go into that, that stream?
Oh, that stream.
Yeah.
You Miss Express, my lord, just the end of the patients, they were never actually in me. I think the biggest thing that I need to say, especially to the viewers, is that I think uNkulunkulu at some point we go on grace and abantu abaRight angasebenza lapho.
Okay.
Though most, if not some of them, obviously amaphupha endleleni yabo. But I always had a team wherever I was.
Yeah.
So this one time, a friend of mine, Stebile, calls me and says, Sifiso, listen, we're GMFM back.
Oh, okay.
Sifiso, listen, we don't miss GMFM. So I need a judge. I'm like, yeah, I've never judged before. I thought, alright, it's very simple. It's a very simple judging criteria.
Yeah.
Then I went there, I judged. And how they answer the question, how they carry themselves. Hey, I was very much inspired. This was in what year is it now? 2023.
Yeah, 2023.
This was in 2016. Yes, 2016. Yes.
Okay.
In 2016, 8 years ago. So still did not come and judge, and then I judged. Then we crowned Miss GMFM then. How? I immediately, when I adopted that idea, I went back to my team. I think next year I want us to host Mr. and Miss Express, of which that will be a platform for us to give back to the community.
Yes.
Did our research, gave ourselves 6 months to plan, and then 2017, 14 February, Miss Express was born. I remember the winner then, Kukule Tumile, who became a foundation of what we actually have now, because it was just Miss Express then. So so that is how the whole pageant started.
Comes about.
Yes.
Okay. So my king, let's talk about the criteria of winning. You were briefly enough, you were a judge at Mr. and Mrs. GMFM.
Correct.
Yeah, so I know that you've walked through criteria of winning, and you were there to crown.
Yes.
So now that you have your own baby in Miss Express, which is actually yours, can you walk us through your criteria? Because I think it's something. My fellow sister sitting there, my fellow brother wants to know, how do I actually become part of this? And if I'm part of it, how do I actually win?
Yeah, how does it work?
I get there? How does it work?
Yeah. Okay. So it comes out firstly from the judge's point of view, and then I go to the people's point of view.
Sure.
From the judge's point of view, what we usually do, even in Miss South Africa, they actually use it.
Okay.
Miss Mpumalanga.
Yeah.
You get a judging sheet, which maybe say you've got 4 or 5 judges. All of them collect the points.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, you will have a person that has got the highest point whatsoever. But it doesn't start there. Sorry.
Okay.
It doesn't start there. Every contestant is given a task to do away from the day of the crowning.
Okay.
Which is now your community work. It has points. Whether it's collecting donations, it has points. You find that a person has worked so hard to collect donations and to actually give back to the community and to do the tasks. Say they are on 100%. Then they come now on the day of the event. Now they just need to collect another 100%, and then they get out around say 60%. Then when they calculate their scores, it's now 160. Then they win the pageant. And then you find that at the day of the event, there's a person who had 99% on the event, but prior to the event they've done nothing. And then they lose. Then people start to say, it's nepotism, this, nepotism, that, and whatsoever. So I think our people need to get schooled with how does this thing work.
Yes.
And I think another responsibility that lies on our shoulders as beauty pageant organizers is to explain the criteria to the people, make it more visible, make it more audible, so that they take us to account.
Sure.
Sure. And then ever since we started Miss Express, I've never judged good pageant. Number one. Number two, I'm gonna say this as it is. I have never convinced a judge to say, please choose that person and not choose that one.
Okay.
Everything that has happened before, it has happened out of scores and score sheets and the criteria.
So it's not about looks, guys.
No, it's not about looks.
To get this is what I'm getting. It's not about looks.
It's never about looks. Looks, we don't even look at looks. We check how a person is committed.
We look at looks, yeah.
Yes, because I think the community needs to know this. So when you crown a certain person, firstly, you need a person that will be a brand ambassador, that will represent you, a person that will take the brand that you have from point A to point B. They carry now that flag with them. So, in other words, you need a person that knows what's happening, person that has got brains, a person that is at least clued up about what's happening. You need that particular person. So, as you're again, but the scope is empty. Then we expect that
because we need an icon.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yes, my king.
Okay, so my king, there's been rumor going around with you. You sleep with the contenders. Like,
how do you ask it very bluntly? Hey, my lord.
But
I
know that you've never actually given a formal response.
No, never.
A lot of things that have been going around. So I think, being on the platform of the Vocal Podcast is your opportunity to be vocal.
No, my lord. I'm glad you asked that question. Hey, but okay, one thing, my lord, that we need to know. As a person, as an individual person, as Sifiso, as Cheese, I don't really entertain anything on social media, especially negative things.
Yeah.
I hardly
find
myself. Yes, I'm very much observant, but I'd rather reserve my comments and what I know.
Yeah.
I'd rather invest my time in reading a book and actually advance myself as a person.
Yes.
With the issue, before you there was a scandal before you.
Okay.
When I bought my TSI, I think it was in 2015. Yeah. When I bought my TSI, I was friends with a very close brother of mine, Unjabulo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's married now. We went to the same church. And then, my lord, there was a page that was opened on social media specifically for us. I'm going to say it as it is because this is a podcast. We leave no stone unturned.
Yes.
So, but I just told me, say, to us, post.
Oh.
But these guys, since batenge ipolo vele babhizi namantombazana bafika ngeBhayibheli ma-fuckboy afika ngeBhayibheli.
Okay.
Abafuni nje ukubona iskate zidlula.
Bathi in front ngeBhayibheli.
Yes, front ngeBhayibheli. I was actually very it was for the first time in part of social media. But that came to me as a training because it was preparing me. And bazobuya futhi around 2 years later. And then 2 years later, bas poster futhi. I think it was about 4. The very same, the same page.
These two are a problem.
Hey, it's not page 14.
Yeah.
So was balance on many occasions. Funny enough, I never responded. I never said anything. Now came Miss Express. There were rumors which is and then I want to say this to this vocal podcast, which I believe it will reach to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
I don't believe and I don't remember there's any person that I went to bed with or slept with, and then I promise I crown whatsoever. Yes, I've had relationships.
Yes.
I've had relationships with people that are models.
Yeah.
Because I love good-looking people.
Yes.
I'm human.
I mean, we are human. Yeah.
But I don't. Yes, exactly. I don't remember even one day. If there's a person that said, "Mina as Sifiso," I said to them, they're gonna win if they sleep with me. I would love to see that proof. If whether it's a screenshot or a voice note or any other thing on recorded speaking, I would really appreciate if I can see that. I never, my lord. And I never slept with any contestant on Miss Express with the hope which was a winner. My lord, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Bang Sugela, my king.
Yeah.
Bang Sugela, my lord. I can't say the different.
So this is something actually to everyone watching this, to the people of the Vocal Podcast. It's something that I'd love for you to do. We are actually in this business that we are doing to actually clear rumors, to actually sit with the horse so you can hear from the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
I mean, right now, Sifiso Nkosi ushelile about these rumors, some of them that we've heard. So there's pretty much, I think, proof. It's living proof ukuthi ngempela basho njalo bathi ikhonkotha ehambayo prayer.
But in general, let me just mention one more thing. There was actually another I'm touched by your words, what you just said now.
Yeah.
So There was another incident which happened. A friend of mine, Uteboho, the one that runs Miss Mhlusi. Teboho is a friend of mine.
Okay.
I know his challenges, he knows mine. We support each other. Magenza event, Miss Mhlusi, we go full force from support and that kind of stuff. There was a young lady that was crowned, Nandi.
Okay.
She was crowned Miss Express. There were rumors which she's Nandi, because I've never even kissed her.
Never like.
Number two, Unandi went on to go to Miss Mhlusi as a contestant. One for the next year, Unanda, Kalinyebes, Mr. Cheese. Mr. Cheese, it is a quit. Oh, we want to Facebook, I'm not so quitty, Miss Mhlusi as a contestant. Okay. I'm worried for Nandi, what's happening? Why you quitting? I took another registration fee. I will get was when you love this thing and you never know what could come out of it. Listen, how much is it? Until the price. Can I please send the money to you? In a way, because it's to be supporting. So I told you, Nandi, please look at the addresses, go attend. Sharp. Debokona has his own judging criteria, which he has his own judges.
I mean, it's a different pageant.
Yes, it's a different pageant.
Yeah.
And then I did, if you're in printing or you understand printing things, I did sublimation gifts like pillows, photos, keyrings, but they were not printed and they were blank. Okay. I took them to the pageant to say, this is for the queen, this is for the king that would win. Sorry. And then even my payla, I did tell the people that would have won to come to the office so that we print their photos on the things, it's personalized as the winners. So they came as early as Monday. We did them on that particular Monday. They posted on social media that particular Monday, which they have these things as winnings. There was a lot of rage and war and social media frustrations that they were explaining, no, these things were sponsored by Express, Mr. Express cheese. Yeah, so there was just a lot of noise around that, surrounding the winning of why I had to Miss Express, I had to Miss Mhlusi, those particular things, my lord. Yeah. And I think, look, man, when you are gifted in something, you are gifted. There's nothing you can do. And we try by all means too, because when about 10, when I compete, at some point there's bound to be a winner. One way or the other. So, in general, my lord.
Okay, no, here's what I'm making. Touching on a topic that I think is sensitive, but it carries also a curiosity from the people. You'll red flag me if it's something you're not ready to talk about. But I want to talk about fatherhood, like how the journey, how life has taken you through the journey, and also sharing my sentiments to what you went through.
Yes.
Yeah, life took you in and out of parenthood. So
correct.
Can you just take us maybe into the journey, how you felt, how you've dealt with that moving forward?
Okay, no, my lord, this is the vocal podcast. Feel free to ask any question.
Yeah.
If I'm comfortable with it,
yes,
I'll answer.
Yeah.
Look, my lord, life has been given by God. Life will be taken by God. I believe, as human beings, we don't belong to any other human. We just come through them. Every life belongs to God. So I think God has given. He's given us the opportunity to have a daughter, which was not really my personal daughter, but daughter of the community. In a way,
yes.
Yeah.
True.
So
it takes a village.
Yeah. So yes, I was a father to my late daughter Amani, of which you could see by the post on social media. Enjoy
very much in love.
Yeah. Just unfortunately, we had to lose her and we had to accept that she's no longer with us and it was a very painful journey, my lord. At some point, as I spent the entire month straight up trying to cry and I remember one lady who said to me, Atisan, it is okay to cry, because remember, we live in a society where as a man, the minute you cry, you're weak. Yeah, and Ngulungulu said, when you cry, we are offloader in a way. Yeah, so it's been very tough. But one thing that has kept me going is my faith in Christ.
Yeah.
my faith in God and my belief in Him, and also to accept kwamkela ukuthi man, listen, you can
there's
still,
a life
that is so long. And ukwamkela has really given me peace. Although you never really get used to not living with a person anymore. It doesn't matter, it's your grandmother, it doesn't matter, a human is a human. And it shows that life is a gift. Because the moment is going to and no. So very spacing because there's no person that will replace that person. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. Especially if a person you've had a bond with. Because I remember the pain when I felt when I lost my mother, also my father in the Lord, which is my pastor, and also my child. The pain is pain.
Pain is pain.
Pain is pain, my king. But I'm glad you asked the question because people are wondering, maybe I maybe the vocal podcast will give them an opportunity to say, no, yeah, so I can't say I'm really fine, but I'm really I'm okay, my Lord. I'm surviving. I'm surrounded by a great support of people. Whenever I feel like laughing, I know who to go to. When I feel like crying, I know who to go to. I can safely say depression is far away from me. Depression and suicidal thoughts.
I'm
very far away from me.
Very pleased, my king, to hear that.
Yes, my king.
Yeah, I'm very pleased to hear that. And may her beautiful soul.
Thank you, my
I
Lord.
remember, my king, at some point, you called me to your office for me to just come and relax and view her. Yeah, so no, my king. I thank you, because I also got an opportunity to to meet the soul through you. So ngiyabonga, my king, siyabonga sonke as a community and sinawe
my king, my Lord.
Yeah. So my king, man, there's something there's something, my king, man, we're seeing around in social media, which also forms part of your milestones, my king. Recently, you went to a competition.
Yes.
To pitch a business, a very prominent business. By the way, you guys make sure you check out Express newspapers and printers. They are very legitimate. And another thing that I can tell you is you'll get very inspired. I remember once upon a time telling you, when you enter the place, the first thing that will come to mind, that you'll come face to face with, is effort. So no, you took the business, however, to that competition, and you came out, my king, my master. How has that affected your maybe your life or your business journey so far, ever since you've received that money? And because my brother is out there, my sister is out there watching this, and they're thinking, okay, I'm going to pitch my business somewhere. How is that going to affect my business? So Sifiso Nkosi will actually take you through that.
No, thank you so much, my Lord.
I'm lying.
Hey, my Lord.
Yeah, my king.
No, my Lord, so Sibena imali.
Yeah.
And Sibena actually the price. Let's put it like that. Sizwe, Usabelo were with there.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Stemas Figalapa. My Lord, we were many young business people. I think Sizwe can attest, more than 1.5 Sizwe, 1,500 young people.
Okay.
Yeah, Sizwe is also our camera person.
Yeah.
He's also our producer. Sizwe, those guys are up behind the camera. So
Gratitude, by the way. Yeah, sure.
So we went there, more than 1,700, I don't remember, but we were many, and almost all of us were given the opportunity to pitch. And then we only came down to a number of 20 people which we were part of. So you had to be very much presentable. And to my surprise, we were given 3 minutes to pitch.
Okay.
Business people will tell you, especially when apply for fundings and stuff, which you are given a very limited number of time to pitch. I think, but the shortest pitch of all is what they call the elevator pitch. Where Usuga no Cyril Ramaphosa or Petrus Motsepe on ground floor third floor bayasala. And that is the opportunity to say, so maybe the elevator pitch.
Yeah.
So you've got that 10 15 seconds to tell them what you need from them, who you are, what you do, all those type of things. So we were fortunate enough, we have all this training and we have all this clarity to pitch us on now. So we pitched. To my surprise, people were given 3 minutes. I was given 2 minutes. I don't know why, but I was given 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, I had to make sure I tell them who I am, the business, what does it do, the projections, how much we're making, how many people have we employed, if we get the funding, what we're going to do with it, all those type of things. And I was given also an opportunity to ask questions.
Okay.
I met my icon, who Mr. Lebo Kongoluza, of which I am anticipating who to mentorisha in the near future. It was amazing, my lord.
It was amazing.
It was very much amazing. So we had to number 1, number 2, number 3. So number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, can I please just keep that?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
But we were part of the people that won.
Yeah.
We didn't take first place, but we didn't take last place either.
So yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
So it was amazing. The platform was Bambelela Business Awards.
Okay.
So any person can apply. I think it's coming back next year.
Okay.
Just keep on checking Hollywood Foundation website and their Facebook pages whatsoever. And Hollywood Bets should actually sponsor this podcast in the future, because we are actually promoting. So that is the only business award that we've. Okay, many other smaller awards there and there, but this one is the biggest that we've received as a business.
No, my king, congratulations on that regard. And once again, I want to thank you so much, my king, for your time. Something that I believe you have given me for your entire existence since I've known you. Yeah, so my king, I'd like to thank you so much for once again giving me your time. My lord, I would love for you to tell the people of the Vocal Podcast what your future plans are with the business, with Sifiso.
Yeah.
As Sifiso, what is it that you envision for the future?
Okay. No, my future is very plain, very simple. One, I am finished writing my second book. It's about to come out. I'm planning on publishing it. And hopefully putting it in bookstores this time, sometime in May, June. We'll see how
How's the logistics?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
We're about to publish our second book. We are about to host Nkangala Business Indaba, of which it's a platform, a Christian Business Awards, where Hollywood, but it's very different with us. You get so much empowered. We're about to host that for the year. And then another thing that I want to do, I want to also host an arts festival for my arts group, of which we'll talk about it some other day.
Okay.
And then later in the year, we'll run my auditions for next year for Miss and Miss Express. Yeah, but those are my things.
Sure.
My personal plans, let me just maybe reserve them for now.
Okay.
Of which things that I want to do on a personal
level, yes.
Yeah. But those are some of the major things that I want to do. Also grow the business.
Yes.
Get more equipment, get more funding, get more personnel, and get more assets.
Yeah. By the way, before Svala, I'd like to let you know, guys, Sifiso Nkosi, Esmazon Cheese, together with Express newspapers and printers, are the ones that actually gave us our first banner. Yes.
So
may we please endorse the quality that they have there as a printing company. So thank you so much, my king, for this. And I hope many more businesses will join the train that you have actually taken off.
Thank you, my lord.
My king, thanks again, once again.
Thanks, my master.
Time. I don't know if you have last words for the Vocal Podcast.
So one last advice I'd love to have made for young people: you are out there, you are struggling, you're not having any funds, nobody's seeing you, nobody's supporting you. I just want to tell you that it's not impossible. Maybe difficult is not impossible. Think about what is it that you want to do. Try to approach the people that you can approach, so that they at least help you. Because I believe, for you to be successful or go somewhere, you need someone that will take you. Just open one door for you. So if you give up, you don't look for help, you won't succeed. Number 2, check funding opportunities, especially if you're young. get funds. We were privileged to be funded by NYDA, CEDA, CIFA, Hollywood Pets, National Lottery, all those participants. So get funding and stay positive and stay true to yourself.
Okay. Once again, Ukatlego Makwalo, aka B.Dee Roots, Lona Sifiso Nkosi. Thank you guys.
Thank you.